Hey guys, Blackheart Chimera 13 here, and I got a new mask to show you guys. This is actually a clay copy of a death mask that I will be doing very soon. As you can see, it's a little distorted, and the reason why it is because here's actually the mold for it right here. This was my original mold to make this death mask. What it is alginate under, or over, actually no, under a plaster cast. Now, as you can see, the plaster cast is really sturdy, and I'm actually going to reuse that, seeing how that's all fine. However, my alginate popped out. I had it held in with some cotton parts. As you can see, part of the jaw broke off. So as you can see, this was a pretty nasty mold. So I'm going to scrap the alginate part, keep the shell, so that way I can reuse it. Now, the reason why I like this is because earlier last week, I took my armature here, which as you see, I've kind of used it for some sculpt, and I didn't like some of the things that came up with it, so I scrapped them all. And anyways, on this one, okay, and I'm dropping stuff. Anyways, I used the same process. Made an alginate mold. This one actually stuck into the plaster mold. The plaster mold was not hard when I cast it from it for both the clay copy. And then, of course, as you can see, I used bits of EcoFlex, and I didn't make enough layers. I mean, I just tried one. And here's kind of what's left of one part. As you can see, let me see if I can unfold a little bit of this out for you. So as you can see, it kind of gooped up in the nose and the forehead area. Became all sticky and nasty. Well, actually, this actually feels pretty good. It's a little more softer because I mixed in some slacker. Here's another little part of it. I kind of wrinkled and nasty that all up. But anyways, that's not the point of this one. We're going to get back to this death mask. Now, originally, if you take a look at my Facebook page, this was a lot nastier when I started off with it. So then I'm thinking, as I have this clay copy sitting here, what can I do to this to make it better? Because I didn't really want to scrap such a cool clay cast of my face. So I ended up coming up with the idea butchered soul, which is what you see right here. Now, the left eye, or I should say my right eye, was really screwed up. So I decided to take that out for this one. And as you can see, I got muscle detail here. Ooh. Some of this still kind of needs to be flaked away. There's some crumbs on there. We added burn marks, scratches. It really picked up my left eye pretty good. Or no, wait. Yeah, that's my left. That's my right. Sorry. Picked up the nose detail pretty well. Because the holes were already there, kind of extracted on it a little. So jaw is kind of warped a little. Cause see, it kind of looks like I'm kind of going. Looks weird. So we added more burns all over this, and so I kind of went all Freddy Krueger with this in a way, and so that's the first part. So that's how I came up with the idea of butchered soul. Well, there's more to it because it's symbolic in a sort. The overall symbolism to this is it's basically based around bullying. If you think of it, bullying is only effective if you let it get to your mind. Now, me personally, I don't care to let bullying get to me. I've been bullied since I was in elementary school. Now, who hasn't? Bullying to me is only effective when you let it hit you hard, or you let it touch you at all. And slowly, it'll more of it will come with time. So overall, there's more to it that, like, you know, there's more than one way to be bullied. You can be lied to a lot, you know, from where so-called your closest friends. That's why thus you have a lot of burns on here. I still got some here. Then the scratches is like fights and breakups. Now, a lot of people have fights among their friends. You know, they fight with their friends. It causes some emotional wearing and some tearing. And so keep in mind, this is not going to be the final product. The final product is going to be a little bit nastier once I'm finished. So, but yeah, the overall symbolism is based around, I guess you could say, life itself. You know, like what really, sometimes the underlying damage of what you do to people. Some people never realize this until it's too late. So I kind of took this and I visualized just out of one aspect of my life, what from a quote that Juan Compares, aka Freak Show, put up, and that was to imagine yourself if the damage underneath was shown in flesh. So that's basically what I did with this one. I don't really know what else to talk about this mask, so any questions, post them down below and I'll talk to you about that. So yeah, and I actually used quite a few tricks to pull this one off. So, but it's still not done. And if anyone's going to ask, I am going to cast this one in EcoFlex. I am not going to use latex, although I do have a couple gallons of it sitting right there. It'd be easy, but quite ineffective. I don't have a lot of Ultra Cal left, but I got a ton of plaster of Paris sitting right there, so if you guys want, I will use... Actually, I think that's what I might do. I just might mix up some plaster of Paris and just go over it, because this is a pretty cool death mask. So, and as you can see, no, I have not spray painted it. That's just how the light's hitting off it. I used lighter fluid before I added in all the final detail. And the final detailing to me was burns, scratches, muscle details, and all that kind of cool stuff. So, since this turned out pretty nice, I might actually take and do my own death mask tutorial, but I will have to make plenty of more death masks before I let that happen. So, give me your opinions. Tell me what you think of this mask. I'm more than happy to talk more about the symbolism part if it's really needed. But I think I pretty much explained it. So, without further ado, I will let you guys. Just giving you a heads up as to what is there. Now, just a quick warning: this will not be the only armature you will see. I have 2 more coming on the way. They're both from Composite Effects. And so you will be seeing a lot more different armatures sitting around besides this guy. And I still have number uno over there. Because I got some, let's just say, devious ideas of what I'm going to take and do with that chest piece alone. So, yeah, like I said, please subscribe, post comments, share this video if you liked it so much. And, like I said, this is Butchered Soul, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making this mask. So,